Hello ladies and lads, and welcome to TL TV. This is our Sokkah sessions, as we like to call it, because you are with your host Rose, and we are with Christina, who is now 21 years old.
Woo, with an adult, man.
Happy birthday to Chrissi. It was her birthday on the same day as Jesus, because she is our Lord and Saviour here in TLL.
You get a couple of people going, Miloš Ninković is more important, but
okay.
Go away.
Now, if you're wondering why the setup is a little bit different, we are on the couch today, just because, one of us isn't very mobile still.
She's getting there.
I'm getting there.
She's getting there.
I'm getting there. For anyone who's not aware, the Sydney Derby is actually a curse to TLL. So the Sydney Derby, when the Wanderers host it, we always tend to do something to ourselves. So the last one, the FFA Cup version that was at Penrith, Chrissi got her thumb stuck in my car door.
It's actually quite better now. Like, we've got a tiny, you can already see the little indent right there. We'll zoom on.
She got her thumb stuck in the car door, and I laughed because, she's like, ah! And I'm like, ah, idiot.
I was on the floor punching the damn grass. She's like, hey, you'll be fine, let's go.
It's just in the car door, right?
Knock on the door, my lovely white door of my home is like blood filtering out. And
this
at you.
As we walk up to the beautiful, two-story classic Macedonian house in the middle of some random street, there's just this big F-off Macedonian house. And all the lovely statues and plants and whatever else, and I just see blood dripping in the porch. I'm like, yeah, I think this is a little bit more serious.
Mum opens the door. I'm like, hey, is the kitchen occupied? Shove my hand under the faucet.
So it was around the time that she called the paramedics that we were in for something that night. So that was what happened on her night, and then recently I decided to break a couple of bones in my ankle on either side of my ankle, because I didn't want to break one bone. I put in a good effort. When I do things, I put in a really good effort. So that's 2 bones.
Much like last night's scoreline. We'll get to that.
But yeah, so that brings us in nicely to last night's scoreline of 2-2 between Adelaide United and the Western Sydney Wanderers. That was hosted by Adelaide at Cooper Stadium on a beautiful, what was I believe a 36-degree day or something along those lines.
Intense.
Christmas was 36, I can't actually remember. So by the time they kicked off, it was still really, really hot, which was a beautiful time for the Wanderers to wear their sensational all-black kit, of course.
It's a nice kit, but in that sort of weather, suicide. Yeah, especially in the Australian heat. But apart from that, we had the Reds in their lovely fiery red kits, and yeah, I guess the weather wasn't the only thing on fire that night. But it's the coffee. The coffee's helping.
You can tell we're on holidays. Well, we're kind of on holidays. You can tell we just don't care.
Really don't.
So it was a 2-2 draw. 2-2 draw last night. The first 45 minutes was just each team kicking the ball to each player within the team, and then it'll go to the opposition, and then each player kicking to the other player.
Typical possession football,
and then back to the goalie, and then back to the centre back, and let's go out wide, no, let's go back again. And the opposition would then go and do it again. So we've got 2 teams that play really similar to each other.
It's annoying.
And just sort of sitting there. So for I reckon for the first 45 minutes we had to endure a lot of that. It just looked like people were, looked like the teams themselves were just trying to get more coins in the FIFA Ultimate Team.
Basically.
Because I've recently discovered that completed passes will give you more coins,
She didn't come up with that all Christmas.
So
the grouping box was silent without her.
I haven't stopped playing.
Oh yeah, it was quite a boring game. I'm sure everybody would understand that the first 5 minutes sucked, as we spoke about that for a good 3 minutes now. But we had a penalty. Now, tell me, how did you feel
at the penalty?
Because you guys weren't happy on the inbox.
That it was a penalty. It was awfully soft. Tarek went down soft, but like I get it. I get it, but
you need 3 points.
It was soft. Like I get why the referee gave it, so I wasn't that angry.
Right to the shins. Like that is a painful place to get kicked, but you can tell that he didn't get kicked that hard.
Yeah, you just...
And that's a lot.
He milked
That's a lot coming from me.
Yeah. Tarek milked it. Anyway, so Riera misses the
He's done that twice now. It scared the hell out of me. I was like, what are you doing, man?
I didn't know if I was like, is this because, is Paul Izzo really good or is Riera really bad at taking penalties?
Sorry,
I don't know.
We love you, but you know, what's happening?
Well, I don't know what happened there. But then, yeah, he got it in on the rebound, much to my disgust.
He's really good at rebounds, isn't he? Well, we won't make any comments. I'm sure Riera's watching. We won't make any comments on that. But it's still a good save. You've got to admit that Paul Izzo is a brick wall of a keeper for Adelaide United.
I think he's getting better. Like,
he is.
I say it in that way because anyone who's ever heard me talk about our keeper situation, I was very, very nervous about Izzo for the past... Before he went off to the Mariners, I was very nervous about him. He went off to the Mariners, I think he got a little bit better. He came back, I was still a little bit nervous, but every game I'm starting to get less nervous about him. I think he's improving. He is still young. Think about it. He is still quite young.
He is.
For a keeper, especially.
But he's got really good reflexes.
But yeah, he's starting to really prove himself more and more in that Adelaide team.
So, Izzo.
Good job. And speaking of keepers, the Wanderers had their third keeper up because, you know, as we all know, Vedran Janetovic decided to use his hands outside of the box, no pun intended. So then he's suspended, and then
right. We're on fire.
I'm taking a moment to realise how good what's coming out of my mouth is. And Nizic, their backup keeper, had back problems. I read.
Did he?
Apparently back problems.
What did you do during Christmas, man?
So, well, he has a young child, so you know he was probably running after this infant for the whole Christmas, and you know, so their third keeper who was so young, he was so little.
First of all, congratulations, man, on your debut. Good on you. But you could tell that you were so scared, especially doing the free kick because that free kick.
That's what it was. You can see, and he was like really concentrated. I was just like how's it gonna go? I wanted a goal, but I was nervous for him.
Yeah, no, it brought back war flashbacks from the grand final because it's in the exact same position as it was when you guys scored. I'm just like, here we go again.
Yeah, and you've got your young keeper on debut, but you know we didn't.
He tried. He did very well not to dive before the ball. Because he did see the ricochet. And he's like, oh shit, better go that way. So the jump was half-assed, but at the same time full of panic. So he tried, but I'm like, oh no, he's just like 30 centimetres off, it's going to go in, and then it hit the bar.
You think a little bit in, and that would have gone in. I don't think he would have been able to save that, but he did do a really good job. I mean, he didn't lose on debut. You know, that's really good.
Of course, there are some mistakes. Like you said, young. He's going to pick up from that. It was his debut. I mean,
we all make mistakes. You know.
Yes.
Let's not be too judgmental.
A lot of people are going to say I made this mistake following these guys rather than Sky Blue, but you know what? Fuck you all.
But there was also, there was a lot of elbowing to the back of the head in yesterday's match as well.
I taught them that.
From both teams though. So LC ended up getting a second yellow and he ended up getting red carded because he had his second elbow in the back / side of Riera's neck head sort of area. His beautiful jawline. So, and then ironically, Riera, when he did that, I can't remember what player that was too. Ironically, Riera's elbow just happened to hit the neck of one of the Adelaide players later on, and then, oh my god, you know, like, why doesn't he get sent off?
You heard the entire stadium going mental.
You know, but...
Sandra sending me abuse on Facebook.
Like, I don't know, like...
I think the second one was really soft and was not needed for a card.
Yeah.
Just a warning.
I do think that it was because it was already done, and probably the foul count, and you know what LC is like. LC can be quite aggressive. LC's turning more into Regan every day. Honestly, I think LC's getting more aggressive. Yeah. Which, you know, I'm not against an aggressive player. Like, I love the way Regan plays, but then there's a line that we all need to find.
You want the aggression, you don't want them red carded every second game.
No, exactly. Well, I mean, you know, luckily, if Regan and Elsie can balance out the amount of red cards they get, at least someone's always going to be in that position. But if they start getting red cards after each other, then we're so screwed. Who's going to, I can't even remember who's on the bench to go there. They're going to kill our depth. If they're both playing like each other, they're just going to absolutely kill them.
It'll be fun to watch, but we're going to
have to go to 3 at the back or something. I don't know. Adelaide don't know how to play. Well, we're only going to kick it from the left back to the centre back to the right back. We only have 3 people to kick it to in the back.
Interesting.
And then back to the goalie.
That's how we play anyway.
That's the thing.
That's all we do anyway. But it did end in a 2-2 draw. Intense second half though. But personally, let's try not to be biased here. Who do you think deserved to win? Who do you think was playing better during that game?
You know what? I think it was deserving of a draw. If someone asked me who was playing better, which you just did ask me that, I say it was deserving of...
It's hard, isn't it?
I don't really know.
It was a good game. Boring first half, intense second half. Could have gone either way. There were some really shifty moves. Yeah, draw. I'm cool with the draw.
I think we all know the man of the match though is Marcus Babbel and his new Joe Black sponsorship. That Joe Black
taking advantage.
I've come to a conclusion while I was watching the game last night. Came to a conclusion that he's obviously signed a new contract with Joe Black, where they're going to dress him in these, I know, right? In these lovely outfits, and he's just embraced it one after another. And because no one else in the A-League does it, no one else dresses that beautifully. Everyone's losing their minds.
He's sitting like I am right now, just gazing to his.
And my mum brought up a good point last night. She goes, "Well, managers don't need to wear a tracksuit. They're not getting out there. They're not. It's not like physios or anything.
No.
The managers should look nice.
Impressive, and go on, Diego Simone. Why not?
Yeah, there's some managers. I think I love it when I see Rudin wear that beautiful black blazer with it's got like a silverish kind of Wellington Phoenix logo going on. Oh, that looks absolutely beautiful. I love it when a manager dresses really nice.
All black.
Yeah. Papa dresses nice.
Keep doing that.
Yeah.
So that should be the New Year wrap up. Everybody screw this. Tracksuits look nice. We're not grassroots anymore.
Yeah, exactly. I also actually think that they definitely went out for a beer after.
Did you just say I also or?
Also, that's another thing I'm not happy about, the fact that Ilso didn't start. But let's should we get into that? Should we not? They did a similar Johan moment from the Sydney Derby where Ilso had to be taken off due to the red card situation. And the look on his face.
I didn't like that either.
So he got subbed on and then subbed off because they had to sort of reconfigure. I just think I understood in the Sydney Derby when Babbel had to take off Johan as
there was
annoyed.
blind panic and they had no other choice. They just needed to fucking do something.
I understood as annoyed as I was because I did actually want to see the Wanderers win. Sorry, Jono, because I told him otherwise.
This is the part where he just goes and I'm gone.
I don't follow TLL anymore. But I understood what was behind that when they took off Johan in the last game. But when Kurtz took off Ilso, the way I see it is Halloran is playing out of position. Mila Jusnic, I cannot believe that he scored goals last night because he has not been able to for a while. So I'm really happy, and I hope it wasn't a fluke, and I hope he's just been... Because usually he just runs and then he kicks the ball in and he has no real direction. Sometimes he does.
This time it was the running favoured him because he was in the right place at the right time.
We all know Adelaide don't have strikers, so we don't have a proper striker at the moment. So the way that Ilso plays is he's very attacking, and I just think he gets into really good areas. He's really useful. I think he's more useful than Halloran is. So that's what my opinion is. I would put Ilso over Halloran any day.
Yeah.
Just because I think he gets into better areas.
There you go.
No pun intended.
On to the next one.
Not about him exploring my area.
So we've talked enough shit about our two teams.
Yeah.
That was the main event, so that's why we're talking so much about it.
Yeah,
now let's go for 30 seconds on each other team.
Yeah, exactly. Then there was the F3 Derby. So we're going to talk backwards here, guys, because the round went on for 7 days or some shit like that, and the round starts again tomorrow. Woo! Summer of football. Yes.
We're trying to pay attention. We have things to do during Christmas, but let's go on to this one.
Exactly.
So the F3 Derby.
F3 Derby. Newcastle Jets won 2-1 in the F3 Derby. It was a really hot game.
Very hot game.
They all looked really sweaty and hot, and I don't know, can we remember much from that game, Chrissy?
We can remember that the fans were quite pissed off that the Mariners still hadn't won a game in what, 303 days?
Oh yeah, it started with 303, so now what do we... No,
we dropped out.
With saying that, the off season's pretty damn long. Like that's a little bit of a dramatic way to put it, because you know the off season here.
But
is
you got to
so
say, a round of applause to the Mariners fans for having a sense of humour, because I know how painful that is.
Yeah, exactly. Like by putting something like that up, you know, it's a little bit like let's take the piss of our club, but let's also tell you that we mean business at the same time.
Yeah.
Like we're pissed off. But we can kind of have a laugh at it because it's like, look, 303 days.
Yeah.
Like,
we suck.
We do something. Yeah, exactly. But no, you know, Hoffman and Vargas scored for the Newcastle Jets, and we all know Matty Simon loves to score for the Mariners.
The Wizard of Woe.
He's getting his
He's getting there. He's getting his.
At this rate, he's going to be Golden Boot for the club.
Oh yeah.
He's
They would bring him on at Sydney FC because we all know how aggressive Matt Simon is, and they would bring him on at Sydney FC, example during derbies or either big games at the end of the season, around the 70th minute to piss off the opposition and completely pull them off, concentration and all that. That's how Matt Simon was at Sydney FC or any of the other teams. Here at the Central Coast Mariners, the aggression is favouring him because he's always scoring first, making a statement. So
he seems to be, I've noticed that he's an early scorer. He's scoring very early on in a lot of games. He's not doing as much later on in the game other than just complaining to the ref and taking out a few people.
There's the Simon we know.
That's the Simon we know. But he's got this different game plan where he scores early and then he just sort of holds back and goes back to the classic Simon.
He wants to get shit done in the first 20 minutes, and I think it's him saying, hey, I've scored a goal, now it's your turn, do something. But it looks like the Mariners still have not found that yet, where the poor bloke is carrying everybody on his shoulders, going, hey, I've scored, what next? Come on.
But then when you look at it, I can't remember off the top of my head, but there's at least like 4 or 5 players that are out from the Mariners at the moment through injuries, and they're all exceptional players. So
that was another kick to the gut.
Exactly, and the fact that they're waiting for Bolt to sign in January, so that's definitely where all the goals are going to come from in January. We
have hope.
So we'll then go on to the game before that, which was the Christmas Derby, as I like to call it, the Christmas Melbourne Derby, which is on the Saturday night, which ended in a draw, but if you're a neutral supporter, it ended in a really good way because Melbourne City scored. What was it? It was like I don't have the stats up at the moment. I think it was like 90th
something minute, 91st,
something like that. So Melbourne Victory were in the lead for quite a while. And it was a good game. It was an aggressive game from both teams. Really, really fast. Really. They were both just really aggressive. Is probably the best word to use.
Swinging it over to my brother who was watching the match, you could just tell how great Melbourne Victory were playing because all you could hear was him going, yes, yes, again, yes, goal! And then like the last minute when they scored, all you heard was like the table flip and silence.
It's the worst way, absolute worst way to concede right at the end.
It's painful.
But it was.
That's the A-League.
Exactly. But it was really, really enjoyable, that one. So
I tend to enjoy the Melbourne Derby quite a lot.
I do, yeah.
And the reason for that is because we're losing our derby, so I'm just going to go on to the next derby and take over that.
What about the Big Blue Derby? Do you go for Melbourne Victory in the Big Blue Derby?
I was at the semi-final when Terry scored. We fell over the chairs. My brother's just like, get out of the way. Yes, Terry! And I'm on the floor filming like this.
Anyone but Sydney FC, pretty much.
Yes. I'm sorry, but
that's kind of how I feel about Melbourne Victory. Like, I can go into any supporter group and get some TLL stuff, but I'm not going to go into Melbourne Victory. So thank God we have your brother because she will go into the Melbourne Victory support.
I love them so much. Like, they welcome you like family.
Yeah.
I've got Sydney. Don't judge me. Sydney FC. I've got a lot of respect for them too. They have you got to give credit where it's due. Yes, they're great players. Yes, they're a great side. And when you do see the Cove going mental, it is intense and intimidating.
The Cove is quite large.
Amazing.
The Cove is quite large especially when you compare it to the RBB these days, because the RBB seems to be decreasing during this. Because we all know that the Wanderers fans, as a rule of thumb, if they lose, the Wanderers fans will just throw a hissy fit and don't like to rock up.
I'm a perfect example of that. But yeah, you've got to give credit where it's due. I don't hate Sydney FC, just dislike. I mean, come on. You dislike me, I dislike you.
Anyway, we'll get into this psychiatrist session another day about Chrissy's feelings towards Sydney FC. But the game before that was home to Wellington Phoenix, where they beat Brisbane Roar 4-1.
That was intense.
It was a great game. It was a great game to watch. But then, if you're a Brisbane Roar supporter, all the Brisbane Roar supporters were full on #Aloisi out. It was one moment especially, I'm sure everyone remembers, is when the wall went.
Yeah.
I'm here to save the ball.
Reenactment is like this and
go.
And
It's just like, why? Oh no, there's a goal. Oh, the ball's in the back of the net, and then there's like Jamie Young,
they didn't
Baines.
They did this, and then they turned around to check if it went in.
Yeah.
It's like,
shit.
You didn't mean you turned to Aloisi and that's it. You're not getting on anymore. Why would you do? First of all, you're a professional football player. Why? Second of all, why? Third of all,
why?
The wall was really weak. Two-man wall.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're having a two-man wall, you got to have the most aggressive players up front to have a two-man wall. You got to have a lot of freaking confidence to have a two-man wall. To have a two-man wall and have it do that rather than hop up or move forward to, install some sort of damn fear into the free kick taker.
You know, I think maybe for Christmas we should give the Brisbane Roar players a voucher to Christina's...
Come to my gym.
Yeah, to your gym, so she can teach you how to get hit in the face or wherever else, and, how to protect yourself.
I do it for a living like you, except I do it right.
How to protect yourself when you get hit by some heavy object of some kind, because that's what the wall is supposed to do. You might have to take one to the face, or you might just, as long as you cover the family jewels so you can procreate, that's what the wall is designed for. I can't believe we have to teach this to professional players, but the wall is designed for you to get hit. I'm very sorry about that, but
why?
Why? She gets hit for a living.
I do.
So she can. If anyone can comment on it, you can.
I'm gonna get a call from Brisbane Roar saying, "Hey, so when you're free over the New Year's break, yes, more cash." But I'm going up to Wellington. Didn't we speak about this at the Wanderers launch day? They were taking on Wellington, but it was the youth squad. But we both said, Mark Rodan, he's got something up his sleeves.
I'm always really excited. You know what he's got up his sleeve? Sarpreet Singh is up his sleeve. Sarpreet Singh was sensational.
Krishna,
yeah, Krishna is literally scoring for fun. It's just, his having a party, as one would say.
Yes.
But Sarpreet Singh, I think Mark Bosnich is ready to fly over to Wellington Phoenix and actually steal this young fella, and I don't know, maybe bring him up as his own. It's so exciting.
Why not?
Such an exciting young player. So, and it's really good. It's really good for Wellington Phoenix, and you saw the crowd absolutely losing their minds.
I'm glad that Nick's is starting to create more of an impact on the A-League. He's getting all these assholes. Yes, assholes. Going Nick's out. Yes, assholes. Listen, we'll get into that next time, but I'm glad to see the Knicks coming up on top because they do not deserve to be pulled out of the A-League. They're having a tough time just like any club. Now to finally see them coming up on top, it's just proving that there is potential there. It's got nothing to do with the talent and that they're a shit club, they don't get a fan base. It's just you need to find that right person that will help you. And so that's it.
Now, what do you think about the fact that Wellington have sold a home game to Campbelltown Stadium against Sydney FC? So they've got, for anyone who hasn't seen, Wellington play Sydney FC, but Wellington's home game will be in Campbelltown Stadium in Sydney. Now, I heard a couple of people were like, well, that's the nail in the coffin for the Knicks. That sounds like they're just, because obviously...
It's not a smart move, but, it's one game, see how it goes. If anything, I don't think Wellington are too focused on, the crowd or anything. They're mainly focused this season on getting the points, getting higher up the ladder and proving that they have something. I think next season will come in with now let's focus more on the fan base and getting everybody back at the stadiums. This season, it's let's redeem ourselves. So, whether it's at Campbelltown or not, whatever happens, happens. As long as they try and get the 3 points, that's all that matters, and it's against Sydney FC. So, let's go on to that game now.
Wow, and they beat Sydney FC as well, mind you. So Friday night, Perth Glory hosted Sydney FC, and Sydney ended up taking it home with a 2-1. I don't know. I don't think think either team really played to their full potential that night. I think even Sydney just sort of held back. They have been doing that a lot lately, where they've been holding back and just letting the other team go for it and saving up their energy, and then as you know, gets on towards the second half, they really put it in some counter-attacks.
They've been lucky over the last couple of weeks. And if anything, Sydney FC, yes, they've had their moments where it's like, oh yeah, that's good football, but they've been lucky.
I really tipped Perth to win for this one, and I even think with the Sydney derby, I think that I think Sydney FC only won that because
the ref.
There could be that reason, or the fact that the Wanderers just weren't that good.
Yeah, that too. But I won't admit to that.
So I think it was more saying a lot about their opposition rather than the team playing. So I sort of keep describing Sydney FC as, they're in the middle of a slump. And I still don't think Perth Glory played their greatest game that night.
Yeah, I'm a little bit shocked with that.
Because it's the Tony Popovich. Tony Popovich can't win against Sydney FC. Just
we warned you before you took him, but
you know. So hey, they might be able to win every other game, they just can't win against Sydney FC.
I just warned you about the grand final too. I know you want to win the grand final, but it's a little bit. There's like a warning sticker there when you hire Tony Popovich. Great all season, fucks up last minute.
The Tony Popovich team they'll get to the grand final, whether they can win it.
So just prepare yourself for it. If you do get into the grand final this season,
it's like my Champions mug.
Just don't. Okay. We've got a perfect example
Champions mug, right?
Example here.
Now that's us chatting about the A-League. We're gonna now go over to any Twitter questions that we have, because we just, after Chrissi made me a sandwich, or a wrap, which was really nice of her. She came to my house and made me a wrap. Because I still can't make food or coffee for myself. Anyway, so we didn't really announce that we were going to do this today, because we thought, let's have our coffee and let's have a chat as well about the games. So we just have a couple people who have sent through some questions. So I got a good old gal, Jackie without the C.
Jackie!
Thoughts on the rumours that Oriol Riera might be heading back to Spain, offer from an unknown club, or could be managerial tactics for more dollars from the Wanderers? I think it's the latter. I think... Look, there could be offers. There would be offers. It's Riera.
Yeah,
Who doesn't love Riera?
I mean, but he hasn't been playing the best this season as he was last season. That's sort of probably what's stirring everybody to go, oh, he's not doing good here, he might want to leave. And it's not just him that's having the drought, it's just the Wanderers aren't doing very well.
Yeah.
So, upsetting. Yes, I've heard the rumours before. The first rumour that came out was the beginning of the season, and he said to Fox, yes, there's been offers, but I'm not going anywhere, I want to stay here. I'm going to ensure that we win something before I even think about leaving. So I hope he still has that mentality. The way that he is interacting with the fans and the staff, and as well as Cassandra and Eleni last night.
Yeah, they went and had a chat to him, and Riera was showing Eleni, I think, Spain highlights. Eleni's really into the Spanish league and Spanish teams.
Oh no, you know what that means?
He was showing her something.
I can see it now. Yes, this is where I played in Spain. I'm going back in the summer. I hope not.
We should have really got her to ask what they were there. We sort of dropped the ball there,
I hope he doesn't leave.
I don't think he will. I get nervous about that just because, you get worried with the Wanderers.
The way that we're playing.
The way they're playing, but he might just sort of think, I want to finish what I came here to start. I want to see through the season. I don't want to leave while we're so crap. I want to help bring this club back up.
That's what I love about both Oriol and Lorente, because they have both said that in the press conference rooms multiple times, not just once or twice, or when they sign them at the beginning of the season or they renew their contract, I want to be in this club. They literally stated every chance they get, I'm proud of this club, I want to continue fighting for that win, and I'm going to stay here until we do it. And that's the sort of players that you need. If he does leave, it's going to be a kick to the gut. But at the same time, if he does, I sort of have faith in Marcus Pavel. He's recruited some great players this season. He may be able to find a replacement, but it's still going to hurt. Okay, so...
Should we give him a call?
Should we?
Should we get him on the phone now? We don't have his number. Players aren't that silly. They're not silly enough to give us the number.
Something.
And big shout out to Tony Goodwin, who got his Christmas present last night. If you haven't seen on our social medias, we gave Tony Goodwin the Craig Goodwin tea, which was, is your name Craig Goodwin? Because tonight you're going to score.
Hope you like it too.
And
a lot of time on that.
I can't believe the smile. I cracked up when I received that photo. I cracked up laughing because not only is Craig got this massive smile on his face, which I swear I've seen him do the double. I've seen him win. I think, yeah, he was with us when he won the first FA Cup. Two FA Cups, and he's won the double. I've seen him do all them. I don't think I've seen him smile like that, or at least I just haven't seen it up close.
When you took a photo with him after the FA Cup at Adelaide when you guys won it this season, it was just like a mediocre with a fan smile.
He doesn't do the big smile. He means well, but he's one of those that he doesn't show his emotions on the outside.
Yeah.
You know, he had this massive smile, but then he had Tony in the background. It was just so excited.
This is like Chrissi. This is like Santalab scoring against Danny Vukovic smile. This is massive.
He was so excited with his present. So we're really happy that that's actually in Tony's size as well, so that he can actually wear it. It's not just one of those, here you go, we're presenting it. No. He has it. He has it to wear. Poor Craig. I feel sorry for him.
Next one. Here's one from us.
Okay, Ryan's Rovers. Put on your Santa hats and tell us what you would give each of the A-League clubs and the FFA for Xmas. And you love how I read it as Xmas. I can't even.
Where's my bag?
We've now changed it to Christmas, by the way. Christmas is not a. It doesn't exist.
Okay, it's not a Santa's hat, but it's the Ladies League kit.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to shove that on my head and pretend it's a brick hat.
Yeah. We'll just give them all a TLL jersey, won't we? And the FFA as well.
Yeah. I mean, come on, look at this thing.
We'll just give everyone a jersey.
That's what I will give them for Christmas.
Exactly.
So you've got the kit here, and you got the lovely printing on the back. That's my name and my lucky number.
And where are those available at, Christina?
Those will be available at the website. Let's put a little link down.
TheLadiesLeague.com. No link. You can just imagine the link.
We'll try and edit something down here if we can't, you know. Do it yourself. That's what our editor is for, so he'll help us out there.
Yeah, thanks, editor. And yeah, they're the only two people who are online at 1 PM on what day is it? Is it Thursday? On the Thursday afternoon. I don't even know I don't have to go to work. I don't even know what day it is anymore. It's great. I literally am living my life by, okay, is A-League or W-League on tonight? What time do I have to stop playing FIFA in order to be ready for the fixtures? Which W-League is on tonight. Is that one?
Yes.
I believe it's Canberra and Brisbane. Yes, I have that
Canberra
right.
and Brisbane.
The Canberra women against Brisbane Raw women.
Really
Brisbane
quickly.
Raw women is like so good, but then the last match I caught of Canberra was really good as well.
Yeah.
And it's just, I don't know, this match tonight might be really good. Might just be really good.
Who are you going to tip?
Brisbane Raw.
I'm going to go with... I'll go with the Raw as well.
Yeah?
I'm going to go for the Raw as well. As much as I love watching Canberra, and they are an aggressive side this season, I love the way Canberra are playing. I'm going to go for the Raw too.
And now, speaking of the women, if you haven't got your tickets, we do have a tournament on home soil next year. So the Matildas are playing in Sydney, Melbourne and Brisbane. So if you haven't got your tickets, please do, because you know what? It's so cheap. I love it. I love how affordable they make the prices for Matildas and such. Especially, it's so affordable, and then, I know I've said this before, and then like soccer tickets, it's just so...
But it just proves itself
Through the
time
roof.
and time again. Every Matildas match you go to, the crowd everywhere. Your Socceroos match, you're lucky to get like what, 10 in one area.
More atmosphere than Matildas,
Just
honestly.
Make the ticket prices less, man. It'll get you more cash because you'll get more seats covered. It'll give you the atmosphere. It'll get you the marketing. It'll get you more people talking about it. And we're gonna be here for till next Christmas talking about this shit until somebody gets it out of their head.
Honestly,
that's where we're going.
But yeah, so grab your tickets if you live in any of those states, or as we know some of our girls are doing. Come over. You know, just let me know if you want to rent a bed. You know, I'm sure I can get a few more mattresses, and we can all just, for the Sydney match, and we can all just bunk here. We're gonna have a TLL party.
Yeah.
That's going to end well. But coming up though as well for the A-League, so we've got Melbourne Victory play the Wellington Phoenix on Friday night.
I'm just going to go right.
Oh, okay, we're going to tips here.
Go right to tips.
But before that, it is a double header. So at 5:20 PM, you've got the Melbourne Victory women play against the Perth Glory women.
That's going to be a tough one. They're both good sides. They're both playing.
I'm going to go draw.
Yeah, I'm going to go draw too. Unless Sammy Curtis decides to, with one in last minute.
Of course you will. Then get my days right. So who's on first? Oh, so first we've got a W League game. Sunday. Oh, so that's Sunday. So let's go back to Saturday now. Gosh, we're unorganised.
Go back in time.
Back in time. Saturday. So, okay, you don't even know what day it is these days. Saturday night is we've got Sydney FC are hosting Brisbane Roar. I go Sydney.
Yeah, I'm going to go Sydney.
Go Sydney, definitely. Then let's go over to that Sunday. Newcastle Jets women against Adelaide United women.
Adelaide. I'm going to say Adelaide.
I'm going to say Adelaide too.
Yeah.
It took a minute because Newcastle have been playing really well. And then, so that again, double header. So A-League.
Jets and Adelaide there too. I think
Newcastle Jets Adelaide.
I think Adelaide will come up on top there too. I mean, the Jets, we know they played good last season. They're sort of struggling this season. They're not completely terrible, but Adelaide.
A great description. They're not completely terrible.
They're better than us.
Says the Wanderers fan.
They're better than us. That's a compliment, man.
Adelaide. And then we have Monday, Central Coast Mariners against Perth Glory.
Yeah, we all know how that's going to end.
We're going to go Perth Glory. I mean, they are without econometers, but they can still without econometers.
Oh, well, yeah.
They can still beat the Mariners.
Do what they can do. They can finally put on Centrelab.
Yeah.
Please.
I'm just surprised
That's the reason why he left the Wanderers, to get game time. What are you doing? If you don't
Dan Tony Popovich.
Like, if you don't want him, we'll take him back.
I don't know, like, I'm just really upset that Matt Simon didn't get called up for the Socceroos in the Asian Cup.
He deserves it. Can you imagine him ramming down Jordan? Like, they, you know, put Tommy Rodgick back, you know, for the get him ready for the old firm. We'll take Matt Simon.
Now, one more double header. Western Sydney Wanderers women against Melbourne City women.
Melbourne City women are taking this away. Like,
now, I believe that the Wanderers women haven't won.
No, they haven't. They've only drawn, I think it's twice. So we've lost and drawn this season. We still haven't won a game.
You know what? I'm going for the underdog. I'm going for the Wanderers.
Please don't do that.
I'm going to say...
You'll lose all your money.
I'm going to say that they're going to get their first win.
I hope they do.
Against a great team. But I'm doing it.
Looking at this, the team sheet, there's all great players.
I know.
I don't
is
know
it
how
chemistry? Is something happening? Is something happening?
Mistakes. That's what's happening.
It's just... and then that's followed again by the Western Sydney Wanderers v Melbourne City.
Let's hope there's a win there because Brendan Hamill promised me a win.
Oh, well, if you promised it, it has to get done.
Yeah. So...
Well, Hamill, come on. Pull your finger out.
All the luck to the boys and, you know, Capitano promised to win. Hopefully they get a win.
I'm going to go Wanderers.
I'm going to go Wanderers.
I'm going to go Wanderers with a double win.
He was quite confident when he was speaking to me. So let's hope that they come up with a win. If they don't, I'm going to...
Everyone's quite confident when they speak to you, Christina.
Oh.
You're a lovely person. There's only a little bit of sarcasm in that.
Just you know, TLL sarcasm. But other than that, I guess that's the end of it. It's going to be New Year's, and what are you going to be doing for New Year's Eve?
I'm sitting right here. I don't know about you. I'll be here playing FIFA.
Yeah, I'm going to be at Bubba's. Probably going to wonder, you know, are you getting married next year?
Are you?
What do you think, guys? Am I getting...
Can I just say, just quickly at the end, speaking of marriage, congratulations to the two Adelaide fans / the Red Army. They're within the Red Army who. So Jason got down on one knee yesterday at halftime. So Triple M do this do their competitions like everyone does. So Triple M do the on pitch competitions, and I watched a video this morning of Jason getting down on one knee and proposing.
What a proposal.
He proposed right there, right in front of the Red Army, so all their friends, all their closest friends could watch it. And yeah, it's just really beautiful. Just there's a video going around somewhere. I'll try and find it, share it on TLL. But it's just, I don't know, I really like football proposals. I think that's really cute. They're both in the Red Army, so they're both very passionate fans. They're both heavily involved with the club as well as other community, like local clubs that they're part of.
Yeah.
So,
beautiful.
You know, congratulations to them, and I just think that's so adorable. That's so lovely.
Good on you guys.
And
Merry late Christmas and a Happy New Year. That was beautiful. Great way to end off the year with a marriage proposal.
Yeah, if you can't get the 3 points, then just go home with an engagement ring.
Why the hell not? Other than that, that's the end of us for the year. We'll see you next year.
Ooh, see you next year.
What an original joke!
God, we are so bad. This is us, well, my first thing in the morning. Chrissy's probably been up since like 7 AM.
Yeah.
But like, you know, my first thing in the morning. So, you know, we're, this is us in holiday mode, just chilling. And,
I've got to go to work after this. This isn't holiday mode.
Yeah, alright, I'm in holiday mode. Maybe one of us is. And Chrissy's going to make me another coffee, and then she's going to head off to work. And this is us saying thank you for watching us shit talk, and stay upon all of our social media so you can see the best commentary that you will ever see of all of the matches coming up. Thank you for watching. Bye.